Since it was reported last week that the Detroit Lions, the low-energy Detroit Lions, as well as quarterback Matthew Stafford will be consciously uncoupling this offseason, the national media jabroni haircuts have just been falling all over themselves just to be like, oh, who can write the more fluff piece? Who can kiss Matthew Stafford's derriere more? Basically crowning any team that lands Stafford as instant Super Bowl contenders. Indianapolis, San Fran, Washington, Dallas. You got yourself some employee number 9. Woo! Now, I do like Matthew Stafford. He's a tough guy, big arm. You'd probably be awesome to grab a couple dozen beers with him. But as a Vikings fan, I never got the feeling when the Lions were on the schedule. It's like, oh, snap, son. Matthew Stafford's on the schedule this week. Better bring your A game and your lunch pail because, woo. No, it was never like that. Plus, remember when the national media jabroni suggested that Stafford, a 0-time All-Pro, could be a Hall of Famer? Question mark. Like, they honestly think that we're stupid. Like, they do. And it stands out even more when you contrast it with the portrayal of Kirk Cousins. Now, we've said on here before that Kirk Cousins is kind of like the little brother of the Vikings fan base, where the only ones who get to pick on him and beat the crap out of him is us. No one else. No one else. But the media always framed Kirk as this stat-stuffing, garbage-time quarterback who can't win a big game, can't win on Monday night until this year, can never carry a team to a Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. So, but that might be true, maybe not. But Stafford, he's the savior. He's going to be the guy that just puts his team over the edge. He's had garbage around him his entire career, and now he can finally win. Okay. But if you look at the numbers, they're basically the same dude. Like, this is Spider-Man pointing meme. Yes, hashtag QB wins, but Stafford has a worse overall record. He's 0-3 in the playoffs. He's never won the division. Has a worse record versus winning teams. Has a worse touchdown to interception ratio. Worse quarterback rating career. Worse 2020 quarterback rating. And worse yards per attempt, as well as half as many Pro Bowls as Kirk Cousins. And you cannot say, well, he's always had garbage in Detroit. He had Megatron. He had peak Megatron, a top 10 wide receiver, first ballot Hall of Famer, and then he got replaced by the best of Golden Tate, the best of Marvin Jones, as well as Babytron came in. So he has not been bereft of receiving talent. Plus, his offensive lines have been consistently better, minus a few peak seasons in Washington with Trent Williams and Brandon Scherf with Kirk Cousins, sure. But you're telling me that the Lions were always just bad and underachieving around him, and Matthew Stafford was never the problem. Like, Matthew Stafford underachieving was never the problem. He was never the reason why the Lions have not won the division as recently as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who haven't been in the division since 2002. That's what you're telling me? Sure. So I don't understand it. I don't. Maybe it is draft position, because Stafford came in, number 1 overall pick, 2009, super hyped, mega contract coming out of Georgia. Kirk Cousins, 4th-round pick, afterthought in 2012 after Washington traded heaven and earth for RG3. That could be it. Is it personality? Because like we said, Stafford would be a guy to have a weekend with. Go grab a beer and party with. Kirk, I don't want to party with Kirk because I'm afraid that he'd grill my kidneys. Yeah, and also, you might have to pay me to go to Pizza Ranch with Kirk for myriad of reasons, but nah. But, I mean, they're treating Stafford as the second coming, as Prime Elway, this is like Peyton Manning going from the Colts to the Broncos, but now, basically, Matthew Stafford is just Tom Brady, but he's had bad franchise, like, please. And yes, people push back against QB wins. Well, it is a team game. Okay, QB wins is not a stat, but it is an indicator. Like, the quarterback is the most important position in all of team sports. Saying that elite quarterback play or garbage quarterback play doesn't impact a team's chances of winning consistently in the long run is being intentionally obtuse. Like, you're telling me that Tom Brady has the same impact as the dime defensive back. Yeah, the 4th cornerback off the bench. You're telling me that? That's exactly what you're saying. Sure, in a game, in a single game, yeah. I mean, the long snapper or the kicker having a bad day could have as big of an impact as the quarterback. But you're telling me that how come we don't see absolute garbage like dearth quarterbacks winning Super Bowls, even though people point to Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson, they actually did okay in their seasons? And how come Tom Brady, does he just have the luck, all the luck in the world, Bagarla, just Super Bowl after Super Bowl? He has made the Super Bowl in 10 of his 21 seasons, 47%. which is just insane. You're telling me that Brady and Montana were just hashtag blessed to have great teammates around them, whereas Mike Glennon in similar situations could have the same number of rings? Like Mike Glennon's got 6 going for 7. Is that what you're telling me? No. But we're getting off the path there. Like, I'm not saying that Kirk Cousins should be up there the way that they're projecting Matthew Stafford either. I don't think that Kirk is the savior. He is what he is. He's a perfectly capable of being a top 7 quarterback on a given day. I think that he is better than Matthew Stafford. I think the Vikings' best chance to win in 2021 is with Kirk Cousins, but that shouldn't be controversial. It isn't. But it just is another measure of media malfeasance, how they just play up their favorites, build up one guy, consistently trash on another guy, and it's just weird. It just happens to be a Minnesota Viking. Just odd how that works out. All the mistakes always in one direction, but nah. Be your thoughts. Yeah, Stafford, Cousins, basically the same guy. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.